Pepsi Zero Sugar. Sunday, August 29th, 4 o'clock, NRG Stadium in Houston. Featuring the hottest HBCU marching bands. Southern University, Langston University, Tennessee State, Norfolk State, North Carolina A&T State, Texas Southern, Bethune-Cookman, and Jackson State. Don't miss the battle on the field and the stands with scholarships. Over $500,000 in counting for our HBCUs. It's an HBCU experience you don't want to miss. With a weekend of activities with the Cracker Barrel Step and Stroll, Pepsi Zero Sugar Immersion Experience, Esports Masterclass and Gaming Tournament, and the free Pepsi Zero Sugar College and Health Fair. Tickets start at just $15. Get them right now at nationalbattleofthebands.com. It's the Cracker Barrel National Battle of Bands. Sunday, August 29th, NRG Stadium, Houston. Gates open up at 2:30. Also sponsored by Cricket and HEB. nationalbattleofthebands.com. Get your tickets right now.
Industry was hurting, but I done bandaged the rope. Now I got too sick with it. Now we done found us.
You know, I mean, here comes Monmouth, the defending champs. Now they come in at North Carolina A&T for homecoming.
Advice to Monmouth for homecoming at A&T.
You're giving advice to Monmouth?
Yes. Very much needed advice for Monmouth for homecoming at A&T. Leave the band at home. But at homecoming, you can just get the whole 20 minutes to A&T.
Hey, don't sleep. Monmouth has been practicing neck all summer.
When we see Dr. Lee get out there on the field, we know something.
You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and for all those who's listening and watching it from around the world. And we are now live from the corner of Dalton and Lynch Street. It's the show where we take you inside the game before the game begins. It's the Pregame. Brought to you by Chambers and Galen Law Firm with your host, Charles Bishop and Neely. So get ready because we pregame harder than the other show's party. It's the Pregame.
Tiger fans, how y'all doing? I know. We were just over on campus at the scrimmage. I get it. But this is the pregame show, and we don't miss anything. I almost said a damn thing, Chuck. But we don't miss. I guess I still kind of said that. We don't miss anything. So we are now live at the Merge at the Vet. Fans are using the visitor side of the stadium. So perspective-wise, that's what you'll see behind me is the visitor side of the stadium. So, man, it's been a long day, Chuck.
Been a very long day. When you take a look at what all we've covered today, we're at the scrimmage. Got a lot of juicy little morsels through the course of the week with the scrimmage, but covering the Merge today, which is a Jackson State Sonic Boom of the South tradition where the freshmen, they join the band.
I hate to interrupt you, but, Dr. Little said the band was marching in at 6 o'clock at 6:03, and I hear the drums. So they're going to start coming in behind us. And I know y'all can't hear because these excellent microphones we have are only just picking up our voices. But right behind us, the band is going to come in. I'm going to get out my chair, and maybe y'all will be able to see that taking place. Hey, D, if you can tell me in my ear if this is a good shot or not.
They're coming right to us, AD.
There you go.
Okay. We're going to hold this right here for y'all to see. This is the pregame show live from the Merge. We covered the scrimmage this morning. Now we are covering the Merge, bringing Tiger fans all that they can handle. This is the freshman band, if you will, walking in. Notice those white T-shirts. Brother Levine, you doing good?
How you doing, sir?
So I hope y'all are seeing this good, beautiful bean footage, as they would say in Bush's baked bean commercials. Those white T-shirts are the freshman band.
Game face ready.
Chuck, did you know I play saxophone?
You play saxophone?
I play alto and tenor saxophone and third bass drum. I switched to bass drum so I could talk.
Hey, I play a mean shadow drum.
All right, so they're headed to the home side of the stadium. So I'm going to sit back down since they have passed us. Hopefully y'all got to see that.
Yeah, I tell you what, Neely, you take a look at the Merge, and it's a tradition for a lot of us Jackson State fans, very familiar with it. But now the world is getting an opportunity to see the freshman band members join the Sonic Boom. This is the first of many a weekend we get as much Sonic Boom coverage as we can handle.
Here's the beautiful part of all that, Chuck. I get to sit here and act like I heard every word of it. But those drums are so loud right there. I saw your mouth moving, and I know you were enthusiastic about something. I'm going to assume that you were enthusiastic about the historic moment of the Merge, so I'm going to take it from there. But I promise y'all, I didn't hear nothing he just said. So, yeah, Chuck, you see those white T-shirts around campus, man, and you know those are freshman band members.
Yeah.
And they are going into the stands now. They're not going up the ramp. They're going up through the box seats right now. And Dr. Little, the head band director of Sonic Boom of the South, once he gets them settled, he's going to come over and join either Chuck or myself, and we'll have a chit-chat with him. But this is the pregame show live from the Merge.
The Merge.
I can hear you now, Chuck.
Oh, okay. Now the drums.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Just a little bit. Yeah, they are a loud group.
So you remember the other day we were at Smithville Stadium for Jam, and I told you this lady was talking to me and I couldn't hear. Yeah. And she might have been talking, but you might have been saying something about my mom just then.
And you did the Charles Bishop. You nodded like, yeah, I hear you. Yada yada yada.
Yeah, you just smiled and nod and like, okay, I'm hoping he's saying something positive, but I ain't heard a damn thing he said.
Oh, I tell you what, Neely, they have a nice crowd here. If you can,
it is a nice crowd, man. I think your camera has a better shot of the crowd.
Okay.
So you might want to stand to the side. Yeah, yours does.
See if they can get a crowd shot here.
Yeah, it's a nice crowd here. Beautiful weather. Not too late to get here. The gates open at 4. I don't think it officially starts to 7.
Okay.
So you're about an hour away, so you can still get here. Nice crowd, great weather. We moved over to the shade, but that was the freshman band marching in right behind us, and they're taking the stands now. I might be able to take my camera, Chuck,
and follow them
show
into the stands.
Yeah, maybe they can see that. I'm not sure. We'll look on your screen, Chuck, and see if I picked that up or not.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see those white T-shirts filing into the home side of the stadium. That's the freshman band members. On the visitor side is the fans, and the fans who got the. I don't want to accuse the ones in the sun of not having common sense, but the ones with the most common sense are sitting in that shade in the end zone. So again, I'm not saying nothing wrong about our fans. I love our fans, but there's some bold folks sitting in that sun.
Our passionate fans.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the ones in the end zone in the U, and they are straight.
They found the
chilling.
shade. Yeah,
but that's what we did, Chuck. We moved. There go drum majors run by. Drum majors. Yeah. They're about to come back by.
J5. I'll tell you what, Neely, everything builds toward the Orange Blossom Classic, Jackson State versus Florida A&M University. It'll be the Sonic Boom of the South against the Marching 100, the tradition, the pageantry that is the Marching 100.
Never heard of them. Don't know anything about them. Looking. If you say, I don't know, Chuck. I don't know about FAMU's band. I guess they got a band. I know they don't have a better band than we have.
True.
They have a band.
True indeed.
Marching 100, man. We got the Marching 10,000. We got 40 nations, son, ready to roll like Black Bush said.
Waiting on it.
We got a coalition of the willing.
Coalition of the willing.
Yeah, they don't want this, man. Marching 100. I think there is a battle of the bands at the Orange Blossom Classic.
Well, actually, they will be gearing up for a huge battle of the bands in Houston, August 29th.
Before we get there.
Yeah, before we get there. So that'll be an opportunity to catch the Sonic Boom of the South as they roll out this 2021 fall edition of the Sonic Boom of the South. You get an opportunity to see them in Houston.
Chuck, I know we're at the merge, live at the merge, and we covered the scrimmage this morning. Before we really get into the merge, let's talk about that scrimmage today. Because you know this band is part and parcel in the function of the football season, and the football team couldn't do it without the Sonic Boom of the South. And you and I were on campus for that closed scrimmage this morning, and got to see the Tigers perform. Now I was at the first scrimmage, Chuck, and it was clear the offense won that scrimmage.
Sure.
I'm sorry, it's clear the defense won that scrimmage. Forgive me. The first scrimmage, it was clear the defense won. You even had QB1 Shedeur Sanders go up to the defense huddle and say, "Hey, y'all got us today." Today, Chuck,
the offense
won today. Offense won today.
I will say the offense was clicking today.
So if I'm not mistaken, Chuck, I think somebody's now about to come in behind us. So let's just stay aware.
No doubt. Looks like you have the upperclassmen getting ready to.
Yeah, but as you were saying, the offense, man, scored on the first, and not just some little chunk plays. Shedeur went deep.
Shedeur went deep. The first three drives. So those were very impressive. We'll get into that a little bit in terms of who Shedeur.
Okay, so now the real boom, the upperclassmen, they are going down the traditional side. Not sure if I can get this camera to angle over
Super
there.
Producer AD, can you get us? Are we getting it in there?
You can look on yours, Chuck. No. Set your computer down. Look at the camera and see what my camera is picking up. There
Looks
you go.
like maybe. Yeah, they'll come into view in a sec.
So that's the upperclassmen marching in.
You got them.
They're marching in the traditional way, going down that visitor sideline. See the J-sets waving to the crowd. J5 doing their thing, about to get going. I'm gonna unplug my headphones and maybe they'll hear it. No. Yeah, I don't know. But here they go coming in, y'all. Hey, this is a product being live, Chuck. We're just winging this, man.
We're just winging it, but you're about to get the most iconic intro in all of college sports right now. The Sonic Boom of the South. Roll off. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Sonic Boom of the South getting ready to come in. The iconic. Get ready. I'm going to step back and let you take a listen here. trying to get the camera angle straight. There we go. The iconic Get Ready, the Temptations Classic, as the Sonic Boom of the South comes into the vet. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no better than this coming into a fall stadium near you.
Sonic Boom of the South coming in traditionally down that visitor sideline, getting ready for the merge. They're headed now for the iconic ramp. Freshman band is in the stands. Upperclassmen are making their way there. It's hot, y'all.
There you see him coming into the far end of the stadium of the Mississippi Veterans Memorial Stadium, Sonic Boom of the South. Neely, it gets no better when you start taking a look at the Sonic Boom of the South. The merge live from Jackson, Mississippi. The iconic sounds of Warren Thunder. Sonic Boom of the South.
It is iconic. It is iconically hot out here too. Chuck, we've had a day, man. We've been on campus for the scrimmage with Coach Prime.
Yes.
Now we're over here at Dr. Little's special invitation to a live show covering the merge. Hope y'all are getting a glimpse back there. We're up by the field house. Dr. Little is going to come on and join us. Chuck, I'll give him my mic, my headset when he gets here. He was one of the band to get in and get settled.
Sure.
Interview him about the merge, and then they're going to do their thing. And, hey, man, look at them symbols, man. When you look at the symbols, look at the first sets going up that ramp. That's what I'm doing. Because that's for me and my house. Oh, serve the Lord, Chuck. The Lord going up that ramp down there.
No doubt about it, man. As we get Dr. Little, he's getting ready to come in. Come on in, Doc. Welcome into the pregame show, Dr. Little.
Thanks for having me, Brother Charles Bishop.
Well, I'll tell you what, we got another fall 21 season now. Sonic Boom of the South, new edition. How excited are you to be going into this new season?
I'm ecstatic, Charles. Only the biggest reason is because all of the adversity the students have faced up until this point, and they have really taken it in stride to carve out the band that we all know and love. And really, Charles, the motivational factor is making sure that our students have a great experience here at Jackson State University, not only musically, but just as students as well. And also their safety is our top priority, man. So I'm excited. I'm pumped up. This is the start of the season, and we're ready.
What a great way to start the season. You already have a side full of fans here. Couldn't wait to see the Sonic Boom in the South. But, you know, when we take a look at the band and compare it to the football team, we talk about there's a growth that kind of happens during camp. Does that same sort of something happen when freshmen come in and they grow to getting toward this first game?
Absolutely. I think what a lot of people don't understand is that band programs, they prepare just as hard as any athletic team. Our students have to wake up at the crack of the morning, at the top of the morning, at 5 a.m. and do physical training because it takes a lot of physicality to do what we do, to march and play. And so they go through that regimen, and then after that, we have to make sure that they are where they need to be as musicians. So we have to develop their embouchures. We have to make sure that they develop their air capacity, so they can make sure that they fill up those instruments and get that big sound that we're known for.
Yeah.
And most importantly, we have to prepare them mentally.
Yeah, I mean, and that's very interesting that you point that out in terms of the things that they have to do to kind of prepare themselves for the season. And that's always fascinated me in terms of the amount of music that they learn during camp to get them prepared for the fall.
Right. Absolutely. So again, with that, we have to make sure that they are fundamentally sound, to make sure that they approach the music the way that they need to approach the music. And again, the mental capacity of these students have to be top tier, because I mean, it takes a special student to be a part of the Sonic Boom of the South.
Undoubtedly. For fans who are not as familiar with the Sonic Boom of the South, how would you describe this this band that they will see this upcoming fall?
Well, I would describe this band with one word. I mean, it's many adjectives I can use to describe this group because we have such special students, but I would just say energy, man. I would say everybody can expect high energy from this group. You know, camaraderie, and overall it's going to be nestled or umbrellaed under safety, because we want to make sure that our students remain safe, you know, throughout this season as we go from game to game and performance to performance.
I know a lot of fans are curious about this aspect of it. We're playing instruments during a pandemic, and the protocols that you all have put in place. Talk a little bit about some of, and you mentioned it, some of the adversity that you had to go through, but just some of the things that you had have adjust to on the fly.
Right, absolutely. So last semester, we've had an opportunity to kind of deal with maneuvering through COVID because, you know, we went through the spring season with the football team. And so we kind of had a leg up with figuring out how to kind of navigate and how to rehearse the group. But the most important thing is that we test our students once to twice a week. Of course, administration, they have been absolutely phenomenal with their support of the band program, making sure the students have COVID tests. And so, again, we test the students, making sure that they are, you know, in compliance, and make sure that they're not sick. First and foremost, also, we're going to be, we are rather encouraging the vaccine to our students. Right now, we're about 83% vaccinated in our band program. And of course, we just follow all the guidelines that has been presented by all of the music bodies that we follow in regards to research and the science, with bell covers, making sure that we wear masks and make sure that we are socially distanced as we rehearse in the band hall.
I tell you what, it is phenomenal to get ready. You know, it sort of gets us ready
right.
For the fall season, but such an iconic theme song. But I tell you what, it is tremendous for you to invite us to Pregame Show here to the Merge. Kind of talk us through the program in terms of what you guys are going to do here today.
Okay. Well, the biggest thing that I want all of our fans to understand is that this is a band camp showcase.
Okay.
And so with that being said, I know a lot of people expect a lot out of the Sonic Boom, and the students are going to do a phenomenal job, but we're just kind of giving people a taste of where we are and what to expect for the season. And so the freshmen and the upperclassmen, they're going to go round for round. They're going to go head to head. And so we have a mentality in the Sonic Boom of the South. And so we have instilled it into our freshmen. And so we make sure that they're not afraid. And we know the upperclassmen are already ready to go. So they're going to go round for round. And we're going to see what the freshmen are going to do today.
All right. That sounds like a plan. Dr. Little, I tell you what, thank you so much for stopping in. We're going to let you get to it so you can.
Look, if I can, Brother Neely and Brother Bishop, just let me shout out AD Ashley, who's been very supportive of the band program. You know, usually we have the Merge and the AAC, but this year we're doing it at the stadium, and that's because of the support of AD Ashley and us and athletics. We're all in this thing together, and so we're looking forward to moving not only our band program and athletics forward, but the whole institution forward, and that's all of us working together as one JSU.
No doubt about it. It is marching sport. You can't have the Jackson State football team without the Sonic Boom of the South, so we really appreciate it.
Absolutely. See you guys in Miami.
You better believe it.
Before you guys get out of there, I got a question from you for Dr. Little from our followers on YouTube. Dr. Little.
Yes, sir.
Zadie Drew, this is your producer here on the Pregame Show. Got a question from House of Twigger, who chimed in on our YouTube page. They want to know how many people are in the band this year.
Well, this year we were fortunate, Drew. You know, a lot of people had issues with recruitment, and I actually recruited for what we needed in the band program. So holistically, all together, from our banner carriers all the way down to the bass drum, we have about 310 students in the band this year.
All right, and that's our comment for you from the Pregame Show on YouTube. Please like, follow, and subscribe. Thank you, Dr. Little.
No problem. Thank you, guys. It's always a pleasure.
There you have it. The iconic band director of the Sonic Boom of the South, Dr. Roderick Little, brother Roderick Little. So,
hey, Chuck, I know that they can't see me right now. They're looking at Dr. Little, but it's something I want to say. Because, see, when we put that certain color stripe on the practice field, everybody got mad. Everybody got mad. But I tried to tell her, do y'all not know what the Sonic Boom color? Wait, Doc. Wait, Doc. It don't just stop. It don't just stop there now. Hey, I'll take my shoe off and show y'all now. We're gonna rock this Sonic Boom color now.
Please do not upset the masses, the traditionalists.
So y'all gonna see this Sonic Boom blue. I know they call it Columbia blue or North Carolina blue. I call it Sonic Boom blue.
Yes.
Y'all gonna see this Sonic Boom blue.
It is
y'all gonna see this red.
It is possible to rebrand something and call it the Sonic Boom blue.
Yeah. Hey man, Dr. Little, we appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, Dr. Little. No doubt.
Thank you guys for coming out.
Appreciate you.
That is
Chuck,
Dr.
we got
Little.
that is Dr. Little, man. Head band director, Sonic Boom of the South. Great talk, Chuck.
Yes,
Great talk.
Thank you.
I found us a former J-Set. Once a J-Set, always a J-Set.
Once a J-Set, always a J-Set.
Yeah, she's gonna come on. Carl Cunningham is gonna come on.
Okay.
So we got a couple more talks to do. Look, Dr. Little walk across the field, man. Hey, you look walk like a gunslinger, baby. I wish what you call it, the marching five, the marching what? Marching what? Marching 50?
The
marching 99.
There you go.
Yeah, whatever fam you band. I wish y'all could see our band director walking off to that sunset, baby. Hey, he looked like all he needed 2 guns on, man. Kick open them saloon doors, boy. Hey, that joker smooth, boy.
They say it's wartime. It's wartime. No doubt about it. Well,
go ahead.
No, he walked us through the program. He's going to a little bit of a showcase, if you will, for the freshmen. Have the freshmen go against the upperclassmen. You mentioned that there are some Boom alumni that are walking around here. They're going to stop in.
Carl Cunningham. Now, for everybody out there that's been watching the merge via Carl Cunningham's phone, now you can come to the pregame show page and watch the live show via ours. Let me get you straight there, Five. Chuck just Alpha just do you any kind of way. He just gave twisted the mic all up. Hey man,
what's going on, Lou?
I got an easy question for you, Five. Go ahead. What brings you to Jackson?
Man, I'm the president of the Sonic Boom Alumni Association, so I'm here. I'm doing duties, doing my job. We're feeding the boom after the merge, and so we have about 500 to 1,000 members in the Sonic Boom Alumni Association. So,
that's strong, man. That's strong. We just had, let me lift it up just a little bit. Hold your headphones there. There you go. We just had Dr. Little on. He was rolling out what's going to take place today, and to see the Alumni Association, the Sonic Boom Alumni Association participate, man. Once the boom, always the boom. Love the boom, man.
Love the boom, baby. So we're here to support our students and support our beloved organization.
That's right. That's right. So aside from that, how excited are you, and what kind of memories does it bring back for you as a Boom alum to see those white T-shirts getting ready to merge in with upperclassmen?
It was 34 years ago that I was a freshman marching in doing the same
34 years ago.
Yeah, and it brings tears to your eyes when you hear "Get Ready." You know, it's one thing to hear it via YouTube, and it's another thing to hear it live. So that's why I encourage people to attend football games, to buy your season tickets, because you just don't get the same impact with hearing that coming into the stadium.
Yeah. So Chuck has been, Chuck is a stat man, a historian, gives us all the facts. He mentioned something about a march in 98 or a march in 85. He might have said march of 100, I don't know.
Never heard of them.
But we're getting ready for that week 1. I know the band, the Sonic Boom, has a Battle of the Bands this coming weekend, and then a Battle of the Bands in Miami, and then we have that game on September 5th.
Right.
Talk to us about that process from your viewpoint as a Sonic Boom member, what it was like to get ready for that first game.
Absolutely. So the physical part of it. So I can remember working out and running and trying to get my 2 miles in under 20 minutes just to make sure I was physically fit to make the boom. And so then on top of that, the music aspect of it, having to memorize all the music. So that was another aspect of it. And the music kept coming every day, learn something new every day. I'm like, I can't do this. And then you're amazed what your mind and your body can do.
Now, let me tell you a fun fact that a lot of people out there don't know. I was in the band, Jim Hill.
Get out of
Came to Jackson State to be in the Sonic Boom. Both of my roommates were in the Boom. So I played saxophone. I played a little third bass drum too, but I was going to be a saxophonist. So I go into the FD Music Hall and I hear this wonderful sound. I look in the practice room and it's Andre Delano. I said, I can't be here. I put my little horn back up. I went on back to Stewart Hall. I ain't been in the band.
I would have too. and that's the crazy thing, because you see and you hear the talent that we have here on campus.
Oh man.
And you're like, I can't match this. But
No.
you dive in and you really learn from each other.
Yeah. And our show is designed to support JSU athletics.
Right.
And one thing that we have always preached to our listeners out there is that the band, the JSS, the cheerleaders are athletes.
Right.
They are student athletes, and that we have to afford them and show them their respect that we show the football team, the basketball team, because they are another front door to the university. We recruit more students, not necessarily to be in the band,
Right.
but they see the band and they want to come to Jackson State, just
Right.
like with the football team. So it's an important role, man. And,
Right.
and we're excited to be here, excited to see you.
I'm
here.
excited too.
Look at
It's
that
300
smile.
people. That's 300 people.
I see here somebody's
300
marching 100
people.
though, and that's 300. What the hell?
300 people in the Boom this year.
Wow.
Wow.
Show them that VIP wristband, man. That's what
A
they need
VIP
to see.
wristband,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That was
VIP, baby.
you don't mess with no slouches over here, man.
That's right. That's
Carl
right.
Cunningham, always a pleasure, man.
Always
Come back
good,
before it's over, Nuke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say what now?
Come back to the
Oh,
show
I would do
before
that.
this
Absolutely.
is over. Yeah, I know you got to get back on.
I gotta
your
go. We
line.
gotta feed the Boom. The food coming, y'all. So hey.
Hey, Carl Cunningham, straight out of Mobile, doing
Mobile,
wonderful things
251,
down there
baby.
with the Kappa League and
Absolutely.
sending lots of students to Jackson State and other HBCUs. We appreciate you, man.
I got about 4. in
And
the
whatever
band right now.
Charles Bishop can contribute, I'm gonna get it from him.
Thank you, Charles.
Yeah.
You hear that, Chuck? Yeah, I heard. Okay, then. That's what's up. Peace out. Love the Boom, baby.
Love the Boom. Man, listen, Chuck.
Yes, sir.
I had always said that you're gonna do one of those shows where it's your last show. And I don't know if that glare, if they seeing her in that glare right there, but we got Emberly Holmes, legendary J set. I call it TT Cootie over there off Rockdale.
That's right.
Alumni J set, still a thrill.
Yes, we are. And guess what? We're really going to be thrilling this year because we will be celebrating 50 years of our dancing existence. That's right. The baddest women on the gridiron and you will see over 100 plus ladies out there at halftime. This October 16th for the
homecoming.
50th at homecoming, the Alumni J-Set celebration. So
100.
everybody has got to be,
no,
over 100.
Over 100.
Yes.
Over
It's going to be
100.
exciting.
TT Cootie, come sit right here. They need to see you better out that light. You sit in my chair.
I don't know.
No, you sit in my chair. They don't have to see me. They need to see you. I can talk to you from the side.
Okay, now everybody, I am being safe. So hopefully I am audible enough to be understood because I do have
you
on my
audible.
mask.
We got you hooked up. I can hear you loud and clear. Appreciate you being safe. On this show, we encourage vaccination, social distancing, all that stuff.
Absolutely.
So TT Cootie rolled up, not only with her mask that y'all can see with these pearls and a mask under that, she had the clear face shield.
Yes. That's how we do it. We represent at every point, whether we're dancing on the gridiron, whether we're in the boardroom, talking to the president of the United States. We are the I Love, and we are the Alumni J-Sets.
I'm just over here
Thrill of a
smiling
million
so
eyes.
big. I'm over here smiling so big, Chuck. Chuck, do you realize what she said? That October 16th, JSU Homecoming, the 50th anniversary of J-Sets, over 100 of them will be here on this field. I know Cootie going up that ramp. I'm putting on the spot right now. If it's 100 of them, and if don't but one go, she going.
Well, yes, we are gonna. We're actually would be representing 4 eras. I'm telling you, it's going to be an amazing sight to see. So everyone has got to be there. It is October the 16th, homecoming
around you.
for
Good.
Jackson State, and it is the 50th anniversary of the J-Set organization. So you'll have current J-Sets, you'll have alumni J-Sets, you'll have some performing, you'll have some on the sidelines supporting. We're raising money for scholarships. We're raising support, financial support for the young ladies that are on the current line, because unlike some dance lines, our young ladies don't get the financial support that they need, like with other universities. So we're going to do everything that we can to make sure that they have what they need to succeed.
Outstanding. Now, Cootie, I got to ask you this. I'm sorry, Emberly. I keep
you.
saying Emberly, I got to ask you this. I know it was just 4 years ago when you were a J-Set in school. So I know, you know, you just graduated, as good as you look. I know you just graduated. Talk to us about what your experience was being a freshman, JSET, and joining the Boom and getting that experience going to that first road game, that first home game.
Oh, it was absolutely exhilarating. Let me tell you, it's a lot of hard work. Those young ladies put in a lot of hours. And for me, it was a lot of hours. I came in as a freshman, of course, in 1986. When I was a JSET, I was a freshman. I did it my sophomore year as well. But it was an amazing experience because you get to learn so much, just not in the classroom, but actually bonding with other women from other parts of the state, other parts of the nation. And it really is a true sisterhood.
I mean,
it's more than dancing. You learn a lot that you can take on to life. And some of us are still great friends today. You know, Mia, of course, we have our craft sisters, Laverne, Donna. I have met so many
Shout out to me and Laverne out there. And shout out to all the J-sets in the late 80s and early 90s who were getting it so hard they lost a ponytail or two out there. cannot forget when that would happen. And thank God no social media back then, but we probably got some BT clips of it.
I'm sure you do, but you know what? The show still went on.
The show still
went looking amazing.
On.
You will have to do a routine and
it.
You just have to keep going. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's life.
Yeah, that's right. Life. It teaches you so much on the field and off of the field. It's a wonderful experience.
All right, so before we let you go, talk to us about today. How excited are you as an alumni JSET, part of the Sonic Boom alumni of Jackson State University, to be witnessing what's taking place today?
I'm telling you, I'm grateful to God to be alive, to be actually able here to see it. I have the activity and the agility of my limbs. So you know what? I cannot wait to hear that get ready again. That's just something that does to you inside of you when you hear get ready. You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Whether it's in the stadium, whether it's at a party, or whether it's at a family reunion, it will forever be ingrained in the heart of DI Love. So this is a great experience. This is a great way to kick off and get ready for football season because it's going to be the best year ever.
We're just going to end the show right there. We ain't got nothing to talk to y'all about no more. TC Cooter did it. Emberly Holmes, thank you for stopping by the pregame show at The Merge. Beautiful weather, nice crowd. The freshman band in the white T-shirts, upperclassmen next to them, about to become one, really become one after that Alcorn game when it's like go over then, you know.
Right.
So looking forward to a great season. Cooter, thank you for stopping by.
No, thank you for having me. Let's go. DI Love.
DI Love. Chuck, that was Emberly Holmes, legendary JSET. I know, Chuck, when you were about in 8th grade or so, and you were like LL Cool J, alone in your room, you was looking at that JSET poster you got from Soul Sizzle Barbershop.
Hey, let me tell you something. JSET posters were in every barbershop, every body shop, all over Jackson. That's part of the tapestry of Jackson, a JSET poster.
And speaking of body shop, I'm about to tell Satan, get thee behind me because Cooter gonna have to move because this thing right here ain't lost a step, Chuck. Get thee behind me.
I can count on you.
Hey, some gonna come, Chuck. Some gonna always jump off.
Yes, indeed. Carl Cunningham, Sonic Boom alumni. We brought
Dr. Little.
Dr. Little, former
Emberly Holmes.
Man,
yeah, I think all JSETs are legendary.
Very much
because
so.
they're JSETs, but then you have legends of the legendary. And Chuck, I just kind of jacked your computer over here.
No worries. It all helps the cause, huh?
It all helps the cause. You crazy. No doubt about it.
No doubt about it. Full day,
man. Started off this morning on campus. You know, the scrimmage was originally to be held here, but there's a lot of rain that came through yesterday, and Coach Prime didn't want to get on the field knowing the band was going to come right behind them. So we did the scrimmage on campus on the turf field. Close scrimmage, getting ready, last full padded, full contact scrimmage, you know, before we go to Miami. And I think they grew today. I think the team grew today.
I think the team grew today. I think Coach Prime, one of the things, get 2% better. And I think they did that today. A lot of different game scenarios, different game situations that he put them under, the 1s, 2s, and 3s on the various stress levels, if you will. Yeah. And we saw some very good things, not only from quarterback 1, Shedeur Sanders, but also the backup quarterbacks as well. Everybody seems to have really kind of gelled at this point, which is where you want to be in terms of the second scrimmage.
Yeah, I want to, Chuck, having attended that first scrimmage and the second one, and then with you and I sitting in those unit meetings and also the position meetings, when the defensive side meets with Coach Prime, the offensive side, you and I are in that room with the coaches. And coming from scrimmage 1 to scrimmage 2 and those meetings in between, what is clear to me is our coaching staff knows how to make adjustments.
Yes, sir.
Because the things that went different for either group that first scrimmage got improved on, this one. Because like I said, Chuck, I wasn't keeping my score pad like Coach Prime does, but it was clear to me the defense won the first scrimmage. Sure. And it was clear to me that regardless of those situations where you had, 2 minutes, they score a field goal, that kind of thing, the offense was more dominant today.
Yeah.
And that shouldn't be a concern to our Tiger fans that we have some slouch defense or something.
Right.
But it shows you the growth of the offense between those 2 scrimmages.
Yeah.
That they were able to figure some things out and take advantage when the 2s were in. And that kind of thing. So you have 1s on 2s, 2s on 1s, then 1s on 1s at some point. And as Shiloh Sanders pointed out, he said, hey, make sure y'all let them know. Now, they didn't score on the 1s.
Right. He made sure to point that out.
He said they did their thing now, but they didn't score on the 1s. And hats off to that defensive line.
Yeah.
Because once again, second scrimmage in a row, down there on that goal line, man. In fact, last week, the offense scored. I think 1 out of 10 tries they scored. This week it was a shutout.
Yeah. They started playing a little bully ball once you put them in that inside the 5-yard line. Defense looked real stout. Defensive line and Coach Weeks, I talked to him a little bit. There were some guys that he had to push and they were responding now.
So I think really Junior Cornish has really stepped up his effort.
Yeah.
When folks watch this documentary that's rolling out starting next Sunday. You're going to see some scenes from Junior, as we call him, Cornish last season, that there was some little rub there. But when you look at the effort that he has made from last spring to this fall camp, I think he can be a dominant force on the defensive line in the SWAC.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Another theme that I kind of took away from this, and this has been throughout camp, discipline. That is something Coach Prime has been so much of a stalwart in regards to this team. Running off the field, just a little bit. Yeah. Running off the field, running on the field, things of that nature. I mean, they have to continuously, if they're not hustling off the field, hustle onto the field.
He'll send them back.
He'll send them back.
Yeah. And he'll send them back because of one person.
Yes.
So, and again, even that speed, the bands have picked up, y'all. I hope y'all can hear us. If y'all can hear, somebody type a little comment there or something, because we just sitting here talking, have no damn idea. Because that 300-piece band over there is blowing, Chuck.
Hey, they blowing, bro. Hey, I looked up my shoulder like,
yeah. It's about to be football season. The boom is over there blowing.
Football season. They in mid-season form. So.
Yeah, but I think the scrimmage, I was pleased. I was pleased with the effort, with the performance. I think if anybody, and this is just me nitpicking, I think if anybody got a C- is special teams.
Sure.
Because there was some miscommunication as it relates to personnel.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say a lack of failure in converting field goals or extra points or punting the ball deep down the field, but there were some substitution errors that would cost us time or timeouts during the game. So I think we got 2 weeks to clean that up.
Exactly.
But overall, the defense and the offense, the way the coaches performed, you were embedded on the offensive side of the ball. So would love to hear your take on that. I was on the defensive side. What were you hearing on the sideline from the players and the staff?
A lot of excitement in terms of some of the things that they were seeing within the coverages and making adjustments on the fly. Mm-hmm. I think that was the big thing that I took away from that. And really, it's Shedeur's command of the offense in terms of talking to receivers, in terms of where he wanted them within their routes, where they can get the ball to where they can do something with it. So, and we saw that today. He was putting the ball in places where only the receiver could get in, the receiver could get some rack yards. So that was the huge thing that we saw. We saw with Warren Newman today. He caught a crosser and took it upfield, you know. Oh, yeah, they're blowing.
My God. Hey, 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 man. I love you in that offensive breakdown. Hey, well, I almost used some colorful language. And they letting it rip over there, boy. They are letting it rip over there.
Yes, sir. But I mean, offense, I think they were clicking today. They were really excited about some of the things that they were seeing. And it was a confidence builder. You mentioned it. The first scrimmage, defense got the better of them, but they were clicking on all cylinders. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns to start the day. You know, and as what happens with football games, you get lulls at times. That happened, of course, today, but they picked it back up toward the end. I thought it was a good practice.
Yeah. Similar experience on the defensive side, man. I love the energy. I love the participation from the players who were not in the game, whether it was encouragement, you know, cheering them on when they would get a stop, picking them up when they would blow an assignment, being ready for substitutions, being engaged on the sideline. You know, that there's no such thing as a person on the team that's not on the team, you know, because you never know when you need to go in the game. But they were also coaching when players came off. So I think the defensive energy was up over there. Gave up some big plays early on in the scrimmage, but then regrouped from that, man, and really turned it up.
I tell you what, I'm really excited about Jackson State's receivers, the Twin Towers, Shane Hooks, and Malachi Wildman. Oh boy, he's gonna be something to deal with.
Yeah, you know, you look at there were quite a few sacks today. You know, there was a big play, and then Coach Prime would blow the whistle, say that was really a sack. He got back there, and still, Malik McClain was not out there today.
Yeah,
that was just Niles Gaddy from one side.
You're right.
I don't know what they're going to do in the SWAC when you have both of those edge rushers on the field at the same time, and you got Junior coming up the middle, you know, that D line. It's going to be interesting. Yeah. And I tell you what, I cannot overlook, even though it was your side of the ball, the offensive line was really responsible for a lot of those deep balls.
You're right. Gave Shador great pockets today. A lot of time to throw the ball. They really stepped up their learning curve, their learning acumen, if you will. They really looked good today. And popped some big runs as well, Neil.
You know, had enough time in the pocket to stand back there and make a sandwich. And I don't know about y'all, but when I make a sandwich, I leave that knife sitting out on the sink because that's a sign I'm going to make another sandwich. Ain't no need putting it in no water yet. And so Shador Sanders back there today, he had that butter knife off to the side because he could have made 2 sandwiches with the protection that he had for that offensive line.
Yes, indeed. I mean, offensive line looked really good. Offensive line coach, he's been on them. He's been on them pretty tough, and they have responded well today. I thought it was a great scrimmage for the offensive line. And Peyton Pickett, 38 special as well.
Yeah.
They hit some big ones today. All in all, I thought it was, from a situational standpoint, great give and take, but the offense really, they were humming a little bit today.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think I'm never going to give them an A because this, you know, the season hadn't started.
Sure.
But I would give I get the offense a B+ today. I would give the defense a B- or a C+, and I would give special teams a C.
Watch this. What do you think, Coach Prime? What do you think Coach Prime's grades are?
Oh, he's probably giving D's all across the board. He's tough, man. He's Chuck, I tell you this anecdotally. I was in the end zone working that footage, and we scored on a running play, and Coach Prime stopped the action and really chewed into the center for not following a blocking assignment. Well, the official turned to me and said, man, but y'all scored and he that mad? I said, because we didn't score perfectly. You know, it doesn't matter that we scored. Everybody didn't do their job.
Hey, when he says he wants to dominate, he means it.
Yeah. And so I think he would give them a tougher grade than I did. But there's so much upside this team that I don't want to put a A on it right now that like there's no growth opportunity because there's a bunch of things we could clean up.
Of course, there are a lot of things to clean up. I think the team is still in the midst of gelling, but I thought today was a great step forward in terms of a lot of things.
Chuck, I can hear you now. Whatever you got to say, this would be a good time for you to tell me you love me because it's yeah. So if you got something you want to get off your chest, this would be a good time.
I hope y'all can hear me, fellas. I got a comment from a Facebook clan for y'all.
Go right ahead. We can hear you, AD.
This comes from Dwayne Williams. He wants a linebacker update on Keonta Hampton. He says he knows he's representing Point City. So what did y'all see with Keonta out there today, fellas?
Well, Dwayne, I can tell you, man, I was on the defensive side of the ball, and Keonta played exceptionally well today. I think after that first scrimmage, he was harsh on himself and said he didn't play 40 ball. He didn't play the 40 standard. Today, he was typical Keonta, flying around. You know, easy to understand why he was SWAC honors last year, SWAC preseason honors this year. He and Aubrey Miller were off to the side correcting stuff, you know, chit-chatting when they were on the field and getting everybody in their positions. And you're right, we're straight out of West Point. You know,
West Point, stand up.
Una, Prairie, the whole West Point region.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 40 did his thing out there, man. I think our linebackers are.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we sitting here talking about the D line because that's where we needed much more improvement. Mm-hmm. And so you leave off those linebackers because, in the words of Denny Green, they are what we thought they are. Like they them dudes, man.
A couple of special guests out there today. Famed linebacker from the 1980s, Andre Lloyd, from Dennis Conner, Darian Conner,
Andre Lloyd was there,
and Cammie Collins, and then college Hall of Famer Kevin Dent was also in attendance today.
And you got a chance to talk to both of them. I know we're going to play that interview, but just give us a little sneak peek. What you discuss with those two legendary JSU ballers?
They are legendary. They were happy with what they saw, and we talked about the linebackers. And you know, Andre Lloyd, those linebackers, they're a different group. I tell you what, they're watching everything. They're watching line calls. They're watching adjustments that are being made. But one thing that they all talked about was the communication aspect of playing in the glove, if you will, and how much that communication has to happen. So they were happy with what they saw with regards to Jackson State's defense communicating. And those are the little idiosyncrasies that guys who have played the game, they start looking for.
Hey, now, you know, school starts Monday. We got some freshmen over there in white shirts, and they haven't enrolled in word power yet, Chuck. And you just dropped idiosyncrasies on it. So, you know, when they get back in their rooms and they rewatch this show, y'all get your class schedule adjusted, drop one of them electives and take word power because Chuck don't come with them words now. Yeah, the idiosyncrasies. Yeah.
This guy right here, I tell you.
Hey, I'm like when Cosell dropped truculent on Ali.
Truculent.
I don't know what it means, but if it's good, I'm it. Yeah, Yeah, I'm all about them idiosyncrasies.
Kevin and Andre Lloyd, they were looking at the little stuff. So, you know, they were paying attention to that. But
and much like Coach Prime has said about his staff, those two guys, Lloyd and Dent, they know what it's supposed to look like.
Oh, they know what it's supposed to look like. You talk about that 1987 defense, the one that went down to USM and chased Brett Favre all over the place. I think 8 or 9 sacks or something to that effect.
Well, before they chased him around, they're the reason Brett Favre got in the game.
There you go.
They took out the starting quarterback.
Exactly.
Yeah, you wouldn't have a Brett Favre if it weren't for JSU defense. If it weren't for
JSU defense. I mean, and then they talked a little bit about everything that Coach Big Daddy Carson put into them in terms of how they study the game. They are huge on film study. They really learn the game through Coach Big Daddy Carson, one of the iconic figures in Jackson State football. So definitely shout out to Rick Carson, his father and the family, the Rick Carson family. But Big Daddy Carson, the iconic defensive coordinator for Jackson State.
Hey, AD, if you run us a commercial real quick, we may be able to pivot this table where you can get a shot of the band behind us. How about that, Chuck? Because that sun is starting to drop, and you got some of the band members on the field. And I think if we twist a second, we can do that.
That sounds like a plan. This Bishop is Neely here on the pregame show. We'll be right back.
All right, let's try.
The inaugural Boeing Red Tails Classic is personal to me. It's more than a matchup between Tuskegee University and Fort Valley State University. My beloved father, Colonel Lawrence E. Roberts, was a proud member of the Tuskegee Airmen. 922 brave pilots, also known as the Red Tails, fought in World War II. The Boeing Red Tails Classic is more than a celebration of HBCUs. It's a reminder of the Tuskegee Airmen's valor and sacrifice, the first class of black fighter pilots who trained at Tuskegee Institute in Alabama during the height of Jim Crow, fighting for America while in many ways, America fought right back against them. This inaugural Boeing Red Tails Classic, this football game, is for them. And it's quite special that this game, which will be played at the Crampton Bowl in Montgomery, Alabama, opens the 2021 college football season on Sunday, September 5th at 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPNU. When you watch this game, please remember its larger meaning, that it's for a group who advocated for themselves while still facing prejudice and discrimination in the segregated Army. The Tuskegee Airmen story hardly gets told enough. I, proud daughter of a Tuskegee Airman, join others who champion their legacy and how they influence generations of Black cultural and political leaders.
Okay, so how long have you been coming to Stanford?
Since 1987. I've forever loved Stan's Burgers because the people, they're real people. They help the community, and their family own and operate. And the food, the quality, and service has always been phenomenal. And anywhere I'm at, I always recommend people to them. It's great food, and you get enough love for your money. If you need a good place to eat and you want a good environment to support the community and support the effort of the Jackson community, I recommend Stan's Super Burger to you because, like I said,
football bands, and one of the best fan experiences in the country. The Cricket BX SWAC Challenge kickoff returns to Atlanta on August 28th, along with special guests, College Game Day. Then Alcorn State takes on North Carolina Central with conference bragging rights on the line. Center Park Stadium is the place to be on August 28th. Come tailgate all day before enjoying a primetime matchup on the gridiron. You don't want to miss this. Check out MEACSWACChallenge.com for more information.
If you're looking for quality seafood with friendly service, then the Fish Shack is the place for you. We're fast, fresh, and convenient, and ready to serve you today. You can order online and come in, or pick up your food curbside. We have outdoor seating as well. Need something to cool your taste buds? We have tasty daiquiris that you're sure to love. So come see us today at the Fish Shack in Byram, where we have great seafood and good daiquiris.
Yes, that sound means it's time once again for the 36th annual Labor Day Classic. Featuring the Prairie View A&M Panthers versus your Texas Southern Tigers for the Battle of the Lone Star State on Saturday, September 4th. Kickoff, 7 p.m. at BBVA Stadium. Don't forget the halftime battle of the bands as the TSU Ocean of Soul take on the PVA-MU Marching Storm. Tickets are available online at www.tsusports.com/LDC tickets. Let's bring the Nick Sterling Traveling Trophy back to its rightful home.
And welcome back here to the pregame show live from Mississippi Veterans Memorial Stadium. It's Neely, it's Bishop, live from the Merge. And I'll tell you what, it's been a full day for the pregame show, covering Jackson State's close scrimmage today, embedded, if you will, watching the scrimmage. And then out here, Sonic Boom of the South, a little showcase for the freshmen here at the Merge.
Chuck.
Yo.
That band's still damn loud, boy. I'd have moved right next to you.
They are a loud bunch.
Man, they blowing over that show. But
Yes,
it's a great day to be a Tiger, great day to be at the Merge, great day at the scrimmage.
Yes.
I hear that snap drum tapping. Something about to happen.
You know it, War and Thunder.
Yeah, you better get it out. You got something to say, Chuck. Tell me how you feel about me while people are here. Too late.
Too late.
Hey, it's the pregame show. Bishop and Neely live from the Merge. We are at Veterans Memorial Stadium. On one of those cameras, you can kind of see the band in the stand. That one where my hand is reaching over to. That is the band right there. Those white T-shirts are the freshmen, the upperclassmen are next to them. Some of the other band members are out on, I got to learn how to navigate, are out on the field. Chuck and I are side by side sharing a cam.
Yeah.
Chuck is vaccinated. I'm vaccinated. Get vaccinated.
Please get vaccinated. Please
We
get
understand that there's still a mathematical possibility that you can still get the virus with a vaccination, but there's also a mathematical probability that you will not be in a hospital, not be on a ventilator, and will not die.
Yeah.
Life is the most precious thing, Chuck, and the vaccine preserves lives. It keeps hospital rooms from overcrowding.
Yes, sir.
Keeps people off ventilators, and the funeral homes already have enough business.
There you go. Couldn't say it
So
better.
get vaccinated, get vaccinated, get vaccinated. Our players, the vaccine numbers are growing.
Yes.
Since Dr. Victor Sutton and Dr. Turner and Dr. Dobbs came to speak, Dr. Little was just on and talking about the band is now 80+% vaccinated. So we're looking forward to a successful season of staying around each other. Chuck and I are kind of joined at the hip. If I got it, he gonna get it. I'm just making a joke, just making light of a serious situation. That's what I do on the pregame show. But in all seriousness, y'all get vaccinated out there. Do your due diligence. There's a way that we can attend events like this, particularly outside. There's a way that we can enjoy life. And it starts with getting vaccinated. But Chuck, the scrimmage today, man, was wonderful.
Yeah.
To be here as this sun is setting on Veterans Memorial Stadium, it feels great.
Feels great. Feels like fall. We're getting ready for football season.
It smells like fall.
Yeah, it does.
And I'm not talking, yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, we done been down through that today, Chuck. Our right guard went left a long time ago.
Oh, if Irish Spring is listening.
Man, I left the house with baby powder, and now I got Bisquick. It's done caked up, Chuck.
Yes, indeed. But look for a lot of content coming from the pregame show as we gear up for the season. We're 2 weeks away now from the Orange Blossom Classic, Jackson State versus Florida A&M. After that, we head to Memphis, Tennessee State, and Jackson State in the Southern Heritage Classic. We then hit the road. As we go to Monroe, we take on Louisiana Monroe.
Pause right there for a second, Chuck, because I want to take us through that. FAMU in Miami.
Yes.
Tennessee State in Memphis. University of Louisiana Monroe in Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
Then we come home.
We
got 3 games on the road.
Yep.
3 games on the road.
3 games on
September
the road.
25th, we come to the vet. We'll be back here.
Yes.
Delta State.
Delta State. That'll be huge. That'll be huge to get that home opener. W.C. Gordon Classic. Of course, the Ashley Robinson Golf Tournament, which will be Thursday, September
23rd, which is also A.D. Robinson's birthday.
Look
how the band stopped when I said it's A.D. Robinson's birthday.
As if from the heavens. But yes, then it'll be Delta State. Then we will have an off weekend. And then October 2nd or so, we hit the road, Alabama A&M.
Go to A&M for their homecoming.
A little bit of payback.
They scheduled us for their homecoming, and we're going to ruin their homecoming.
Yeah, they've been chirping a little bit over
They have been chirping a little bit, but we're going to have that last chirp. Then we come back home for our homecoming, and Alabama State comes to us. Now, when we get to that October portion of the schedule, it is a run not only in the SWAC, but the SWAC East.
Yes.
You got Alabama A&M, Alabama State, Bethune-Cookman, Valley.
Miss Valley. Yeah.
October is going to decide the SWAC East as it relates to Jackson State.
Very much so. You talk about those games, all tough teams. You talk about Alabama A&M, Aquil Glass and that crew. Ezra Gray with Alabama State, Bethune-Cookman. They are a great unknown, but they have a historical success against the SWAC. When we last played them, we took the L at the SWAC MEAC Challenge. So we'll be looking for a little bit of payback against Bethune-Cookman.
Let me say this for the haters out there, Chuck, because as Jesus said, the haters will always be amongst you. I'll just be for a little while.
Jackson State has haters? Are you
Jackson State has haters. When you look at this shot, one camera is showing the band. I know the stand looks empty, but that is the upperclassmen and freshman band on the home side. Over Chuck and our left shoulders is the fans. So there is a good crowd here enjoying the merge. There's a fantastic crowd here. The merge is typically inside at the AC.
Exactly.
And then they march up Prentice Street and then up the plaza. Of course, with COVID protocols with this size of the crowd, want to do it outside, do it safe, still have the event for the student athletes because the band members are student athletes. But I just wanted to point out for the haters out there, when y'all say, ain't nobody there. Now, that is just, wait, I got to remember to work backwards, like on green screen.
Yeah,
there it is. This right here is the band on the home side of the stadium. White T-shirts right there. freshmen. Next to them are the upperclassmen.
I kind of like a little weatherman action there. I like
it.
that.
It is. You got to do it backwards. Shout out to Paul Williams out there. You know, like it is raining in Philadelphia, and then you come down here like you gotta work backward on the screen. So.
Yes, indeed. But we go through that gauntlet there in October, and then November.
Well, you're smooth with it. Coach Brian said you're smooth. You see how you went right back into October in that schedule? Well, I tell y'all what, I'll fight y'all over Chuck Bishop.
We get through that October gauntlet, then we go into November. Then you have some SWAC West opponents. We hit the road with we'll be home for Texas Southern. Then we hit the road. We go to Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge, got to go over that bridge.
Yes.
Make sure that you lock your doors.
I knew it. I knew it was coming.
Make sure you have your car alarm and your insurance premiums paid up, because when you go over that bridge, there's a good chance you're going to come back without something.
Yeah, here we go. I knew it.
Back in the day, we used to take the face off our radio. You had to take your face of your radio in the game with you, you know.
Send those hateful comments to Neely. And then we finish up with.
We got a home game, the Soul Bowl.
Yeah.
Capital City Classic against Opt Out U. I would continue to call them Opt Out U until they participate in a game or a season. They have yet to do that, so they are Opt Out U for 2021 in my book. Opt Out U comes to the vet right here, and we close out the season. And Chuck, there is a nice, at least the way the divisions are now, there is within the realm of possibility that Jackson State could play Alcorn in the SWAC championship, because they are now on the western side. Yeah. We are now on the eastern side. We faced them for that last regular season game, if you will.
Yeah.
But it's going to be interesting. Now, we got a lot to say grace over. We mind our affairs, and we're looking at our schedule. But as fans of the SWAC and it's Mississippi versus everybody, you kind of have to look out of the corner of the eye and see what Alcorn and Valley are doing at all times.
Sure.
And it's going to be interesting to see if there's that pivotal point in the schedule where, man, Alcorn may win the West and we may win the East.
Wow.
Yeah.
That could happen.
It could happen.
That could happen.
It could happen.
But it'll be an interesting fight over there in the SWAC West with Alcorn joining the likes of Grambling and Southern, Texas Southern, and Prairie View. Prairie View got a little something to say.
You ever had somebody move in next door to you, Chuck, and they want to fix their car in the front yard instead of the backyard? I wonder if that's what it feels like in the SWAC West. Now that Alcorn is over there. You know, I bet Grambling and Southern, they over there like, man.
The neighborhood was nice.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden.
Now these jokers got cows in the front yard and a chicken. Hey, man, they go to the neighborhood, man.
There you go, man. Send all comments to Neely.
That's at
Speaking of comments, Neely, I got something for you.
Oh, man, go right ahead, man. Go right ahead. We're just having fun today.
All right. Chuck Hunt says that's a low blow about Southern.
I agree.
And he also invites you to come by Copeland's Restaurant in Monroe, Louisiana, and check him out. That's where he works.
Chuck Hunt, he is a tremendous guy. He always checks in with the pregame show via the YouTube page, Facebook.
Chuck Hunt has one of those.
He's a Black College Sports Network supporter.
Yeah, he has one of those badges, man, you know, for people who comment, share, like. Shout out to Chuck Hunt. And Chuck knows, man, we're just having good old SWAC fun. And we will come see you, Chuck. In fact, we're going to be covering that game. We'll be in Monroe Friday, and of course for the game Saturday. We're going to take you up on that. Who knows? Maybe do a live show with you.
Yes, indeed, Chuck. I appreciate you. Always.
There you go. And Kevin Harris kind of, I guess he supported you because he said he ain't lying.
Yeah, Kevin Harris, Kevin Harris' dad, legendary baseball player.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
So yeah, man. Yeah. I know you all on the baseball.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Good comment. Y'all keep the comments coming, man. I tell you what, Chuck, do you ever go to the YouTube page and look at the comments?
Yes, I do.
Man, they be fired up on the YouTube page. And before we can respond or our intern can respond, they respond to each other. I just get the popcorn and be like, y'all go ahead, man. I mean, they be going at it on the YouTube page. So y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, follow to that YouTube page, man. It is blowing up.
Very much.
It is blowing up, man.
And we always say we thank all the fans for the way you've embraced the pregame show and for all that we're trying to do here for Jackson State Athletics and trying to bring you as much great coverage of Jackson State Athletics here on the Black College Sports Network. And it's a labor of love. We really enjoy it.
Yeah, and I tell you, Chuck, as it relates to that football program, I'm not going to sit here and say you'll hear it first from us, but you'll hear it more in depth and it'd be the truth. Sure. Because as Coach Prime promised us, no one has the access that the pregame show has. You know, we are allowed in the coaches' meetings, in the unit meetings, on the field, in the huddles. So we get a first glimpse and shot of everything. And of course, we only put out what's in the best interest of the student athletes in the program.
Definitely.
And so we appreciate that trust that A.D. Robinson has given us, Coach Prime has given us, Coach Reed with the basketball program, Coach Brent. All the coaches have really opened their programs to the pregame show because they know that is opening the doors to the fans for them to get a glimpse in and further their support. So
very much so.
It's a labor of love and something we trust. Hey, man, you know you got to come on now. Whenever you're ready. Are you ready now?
Come on.
Oh, you got it. Now go ahead.
DJ Unpredictable is in the house.
The pregame show, baby. We are live here with Mr. Charles Bishop. What's going on, brother?
Hey, DJ.
You all right?
What's going on, brother?
Man, it's a beautiful day to be here in the Tiger world.
Now, we're getting ready for the Orange Blossom Classic.
Yes, sir.
Please talk about what you got going on at the Orange Blossom Classic, sir.
Man, first of all, we got a sea of JSU that will be taking over South Beach, Miami from September 2nd through September 5th. We're going to start that thing off, man, Thursday at Dream South Beach Hotel down on Collins Ave for a rooftop situation that the pregame show will be broadcasting live from. How about that? Yeah, that starts about 6 p.m. And Friday, we're going to do this Welcome to Miami event. Welcome to Miami taking place down at Racket. It's a venue called Racket, which is located in Wynwood area of Miami. And then Saturday, we are going to close it out with the open bar yacht party. Can I say open bar?
Yes, you can. It is the Wild Wild West. It's the internet. Why not?
Yeah, it's going to be hosted by a good friend, Mr. Cortez Bryant, an alumnus of Jackson State University. So it's going to be a great situation. And then Sunday, we're going to just listen. Fam, you don't even have a chance. We're going to take over the whole stadium, both sides. And it's going to be a showdown, throwdown, and Miami Gardens at the Hard Rock Stadium.
How about that? I mean, hey, you know what? You are a Sonic Boom alumnus. How is it for you being here at the Merge and getting a chance to see these freshmen and these upperclassmen come together as one?
It's outstanding, man. The university and the Sonic Boom of the South are still upholding traditions. We did this Merge back when I was in the band. We did it outside on campus. It has evolved to what we're seeing today. So listen, man, we must be on the right track. Kudos to the band staff and kudos to Jackson State University.
Man, it is great always to have you on the pregame show.
Absolutely.
Game day DJ.
Yes, sir.
Got all this going on down in Miami.
And listen, I want all the Tiger fans to be at all of our games. Put on whatever school color you want to put on, because Charles Bishop and Nina, they get on me. I'm going to wear navy blue and white. But whatever the theme is, you follow it and you do what you need to do. But I need y'all here, most importantly, all jokes aside, we need that game day pageantry way up, way up. When it's time to get loud on third downs on defense, we need y'all to get loud. We don't want to have to coordinate that. Every third down on defense, we need the Tiger Nation to get loud. First downs, when we do something good, clap your hands, all right? If we get a turnover, clap your hands. We're here for the football team, and that's all I need to say.
There you go, man. We're going to bring it back. We're going to bring it back.
Because I'm going to be in the press box making a whole bunch of noise, and I need y'all with me. The pregame show, I love you guys, man. I'll see y'all in Miami.
No doubt about it, man. My guy, DJ Unpredictable, Ramu Cunning here on the pregame show. I tell you what, it has been a full day for Bishop and Neely here. We're going to take a quick break here on the Black College Sports Network, and we're going to close things out here on the pregame show.
The HBCU football experience is back in Atlanta on August 28th. College Game Day, the Coca-Cola fan experience, the Battle of the Bands, the Cricket MEAC Swag Challenge will have it all. Visit MEACSwagChallenge.com for more information.
This is the BCSN Pod Zone, your place for the news, views, and conversations about all things related to HBCU athletics. Here are the BCSN Sports Wrap, Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab, Knights of the Round Table, The Pregame Show, The Carlos Brown Show, the ONG, Strike Zone, and more in one place. We are changing the way you consume HBCU sports, one broadcast at a time. Texas Southern takes on Prairie View A&M for the Nick Durley Traveling Trophy and the Labor Day Classic on September 4th. Tickets available online at tsusports.com/LBC tickets.
Industry was hurting, but I done bandaged her up. Now I got too sick with it. Now we done found us.
Here comes Monmouth. Now they come in at North Carolina A&T for homecoming.
Advice to Monmouth for homecoming at A&T. Leave the band at home. You can just get the whole 20 minutes to A&T.
With my powers and knocking the pitches down, trying to teach you business first and put your pitches down. Yo, Major.
Hey.
You know we back, Chuck.
Oh, well, we back.
Yeah.
Sonic Boom.
Hey, man, they jamming, man.
They jamming, man. It's been a great day. Great day to be a Tiger, I'll tell you that much, Neely.
Well, it is. Now, you just got a notification on this camera that the battery running low, but we're about to wrap up anyway.
About to wrap things up.
But Chuck, man, that sun is going down. It feels good out here. I don't feel as musty as I did when the sun was out. I know I'm still musty because the sun don't change them. But, man, shout out to DJ Unpredictable. Woo! One, for not only joining us on that segment, but this ice cold water.
Oh, man. Ice cold water running through my veins right now.
Chuck, the band and stop, man. We can hear each other.
Yeah.
Great to be out here, Chuck. The last time we were outside during the segment was during Coach Prime's camp.
Yeah.
And we're going to do some outside segments during the regular season. You know, we used to being on the rooftop.
Exactly.
The rooftop is not going anywhere. Man, they blowing. Do you hear that? That's got to be the upperclassmen on that one, man. No, that's everybody. Husband is like, man. Sheesh.
It sounds like neck out here, fellas.
Man, look, they rocking it. We're gonna have to upgrade the mics this fall.
We lost your audio, Charles.
We're just saying that camera's gone out. Camera to the band. Chuck, excellent job covering the scrimmage. Excellent job covering the merge. Shout out to our super producer all the way back. Man, who knows where AD travels so much? Is AD in Georgia, Florida, Wyoming, wherever he is? AD, man, appreciate you. Man, get well soon. Know you're battling it. Hey, man, you're a tough cookie, AD. We appreciate you. We're still not going to take it easy on you and fam at that Orange Blossom Classic. So don't try to milk it.
Hey, even though I produce a Jackson State show, I'm still orange and green to the heart, fellas.
Yeah. And AJ, shout out to what y'all doing with the ONG Strike Zone as well, man. You know, the pregame show, Black College Sports Network. Man, we all in this, the Carlos Brown Show, Dr. Gaville's HB, Inside the HB Sports Lab. Man, we all in this together to grow these platforms. And AD, the work that you and Roy doing, we appreciate you. Shout out to Chambers and Gaylord Law Firm. Shout out to the project architect, Amber Slaughter. We got a whole lot of other sponsors rolling on September 1st, but those two have been with us, as they say, down since day one. And they're still going to be with us. Black College Sports Network. Chuck, this is a pregame show. It's Bishop, it's Neely. I'm taking your line.
There you go. Pregame show. We'll see on the other side.
It's the show where we take you inside the game before the game begins. It's the pregame. With your host, Charles Bishop and Neely. So get ready because we pregame harder than the other show's party. It's the pregame.